Trump Center. New Zealand's in town. Game 1 of the preseason, and we get a first look at Keyonte George with the ball in that hand. Said it was a no-brainer. A unanimous, all three voted yes. Continue the relationship with Will. Here's Markkanen, first shot. That's silky smooth. We talk about this
work on that in the summertime. You're going to see a lot of that given to Lowry. Hey, go get us a basket.
Coming right back at you. New Zealand back to work. Now the NBL. That jump shot up and good for a triple. Here, born in Melbourne, and he played his college ball at UCLA. Here's Markkanen swinging inside. Takes the buck inside the bucket.
Okay, so look, they're here to get better themselves.
Catch and shoot three out front. Nice rebound. Sexton turns, wastes no time, and Keyonte was out and running. No, that's a nice bucket.
And players, but so the coaches can kind of understand the personnel and what serves them best. And so, who went there and probably the best shooter ever in the NBA, Steph Curry.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good. You can see he saw the open lane, the open shot, took it. And he gets hammered down, no calls, they play on. Left hand inside, and the bucket by Parker Jackson in the NBL. Here's Markkanen, cups it, drives, scoop it, and score it. I get two brothers into the NBA. Nice strip. John Collins is checked in. The vet put his hand up, trying to swat it away, but the ball dropped. 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was really blistered the offensive boards.
Oh, he was put in uncomfortable positions as well. Placed in center.
You see Cody Williams trying to fight through. Again, another corner three. That ball on his body. A rare miss on that three-point shot. Collins got the rebound, stripped away, and an easy right back at you. James on the floor. 3 to shoot. They got the triple from the corner again.
There's one from that left corner. Jazz get it back though with a second opportunity.
Beautiful spin, reverse it, score it.
And so
to Sensabaugh. Belt high dribble into front court. 2.5 to play. First quarter. Cups it, drives, and scores.
That's what he's good at.
Nice. Strong play.
Yeah.
His feet. And quickly the breakers collapse. 2 in the corner. Cody Williams on a drive. He's got a wide open look. And he pounds down 2. Nice move. Nice strong.
He's running really fast.
You know, T, I thought it was so impressive when Cody signed and then met about that rebound. Walker's got to finish that shot. Had it in his hands. Didn't get the hops he wanted. In the paint to drive the bucket. Remember the Jazz trying to improve.
And they get to the free throw line. The Breakers have yet to shoot a free throw.
Clarkson, the rebound. Taylor Hendricks on the floor. There's a beautiful lob. How about Markkanen able to run the floor? He's sprung.
His teammates have to put him in that position to be that player. That was just a nice look.
Walker jumps out, swings it back inside for the layup by JC. So Clarkson has scored 6 here in the first.
Gets in there through the needle.
Another triple.
Well, that's what you do in this league, right? You make a mistake, you get to the next play.
I like it.
What do you think?
Impressive.
Game on.
Just past the 9.5-minute mark in this first half of play. Kessler, left hand, slides it off to Markkanen, corner 3. Bang.
Dribble was enough to get him a little bit deep, draw some attention, and get it out to Lowry.
Warrior backs it out, draws 2 defenders. There's a little Euro step inside, and Walker. New Zealand will go west to east on this U.S. preseason road trip. Jumpers up and then, you know, I think it shows you too the belief the Jazz have with Markkanen. Nice dish, Taylor Hendricks.
We saw something that hopefully we'll see more of. Him making a play, a physical play.
Here's the speed of Sensabaugh. Finger rolls it home. It is true. It's the speed of any game at any level. Once you have been there in the quarter, make it 8 out of 11, and 6 of those buckets assisted. And that 12 on the shot. Beautiful entry pass. That was, no one else could have come. Utah is red hot in the second quarter. They've hit 10 of 13. Sexton dials up a three. The first half. Walker, yeah, I like it. Trying to push his way, find some space inside, drives, and scores. He made and cold, and the Jazz have really warmed up in the second quarter. Keontae stop and pop, triples up, bang. Sexton runs inside. The young bull drives and scores it.
Quarter by the Utah Jazz and putting some separation between them and the Breakers.
Cody Williams starts the second half for Will Hardy and the Jazz. Breaks.
Didn't have that far to go to drop it over the rim.
New Zealand used that three-point shot aplenty in the first quarter. Now, till you blink an eye, you miss it. Williams gives chase, puts a hand up a little late, and he drops it. You know, there's a couple of things the Jazz are looking for. There's a putback by Walker, but when you speak of Hendricks, Big T, you got to improve that perimeter defense because he's going to see some of the best in the NBA throughout the year.
So, it was dangerously low, but you know, we had good trainers and doctors to make sure we were getting what we needed.
There he is. Jackson can rebound out to Sexton. I love the outlet. Hendricks on a runner to the rack. How about Sexton? That was only his second shot. First bucket for Taylor of the season. Breakers going again behind the three-point line. Got the bounce.
That shot right there would be so important. Trying to disrupt some of the great players in the league.
Sexton fires from the corner. Any doubt? No. And he knew.
Wagging that finger, famous. Only in the way only he could do it. It was new to him. You talk about the speed of the game. You talk about knowing where to be. You talk about the language of the plays and everything. It's a transition.
Breakers with the ball, down by 17 as we hit the 4-minute mark in quarter number 3. Speaking of threes, another triple. 11 points in 15 minutes on the floor. Collier. Juzang, same spot.
Yes.
Also done. The Jazz picking it up on the defensive end. Sends the ball. Johnny, other side. Bang! 2.5 left. No look pass. Stop and pop jumper. Rimming up and in. I think Will told us as well. You miss a shot, get back on defense. Space there.
But Jazz did a nice job. 13 turnovers. Well, that's borderline. Want to be better than that go. You'll see Larry Markkinen do that quite a bit this season as well.
We'll stop and pop from about 16, 17 feet out.
Capitalize on the steals.
So fast.
Right? And you want to get guys like Larry Markkinen going. And Juzang going nice.
To shoot, gotta hurry, gotta whistle, bucket off the glass. That was a question asked, see, in the pregame conference with Will. What about spacing? How you guys on top of that?
No, huh?
Crossover, Collier, Juzang, catch and shoot. Beautiful stroke. Johnny. Walker stands tall, grabs his 9th rebound with 8 points, and the Jazz get an easy bucket.
You just have to wear your opponents down and just be that physical presence.
Matt Mooney. Mooney has scored 10 in this game. Juzang. Off-balance shot, nearly got it to fall. Oh, what a foul. Tapped out. Sends the ball. Beautiful pass, Eubanks, a drop inside. Juzang, that was what you call the loss on that drive inside. Eubanks may have stripped it away. Filipowski from Duke, well coached. They do have Johnny Juzang.
Oh, it's well balanced. Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass.
Oh, beautiful finish.
You know, can I say a little Houdini? Filipowski caught the corner, throws it away. Inside pass, off the glass for 2. Nope, got the ball stripped away. Sends the ball, won't take the shot. And the Jazz, opening night preseason.
Welcome back to Utah Jazz News. Welcome back, Jazz Nation. After a long off-season filled with questions, predictions, and excitement, Utah Jazz basketball is officially back. Tonight, the Utah Jazz kicked off their preseason with a matchup against the New Zealand Breakers from the Australian National Basketball League, giving us our first look at what this year's squad can do. While it's just the preseason, this game gave us a lot to unpack as the Jazz continued to transition into a younger, developing team. There are still plenty of questions lingering around this roster as they prepare for the 2024-25 season. Key storylines going into the game. Several questions have been buzzing around the Jazz all summer, and this game against the Breakers started to give us a glimpse of how the team might answer them. Can Walker Kessler bounce back in his third season? Will Lauri Markkanen continue his all-star level play after securing a massive 5-year, $238 million extension? What roles will veterans like Jordan Clarkson, John Collins, and Patty Mills have on this younger squad? How will second-year players like Keontae George, Taylor Hendricks, and Bryce Sensabaugh perform? Can the rookies, Cody Williams, Isaiah Collier, and Kyle Filipowski, make an impact right away? With all eyes on this new-look Jazz team, this game was a chance for players to start building chemistry and finding their rhythm on the court. First half recap: the Jazz started the game with a lineup of Keontae George, Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, Taylor Hendricks, and Walker Kessler. Notably, John Collins was absent from the lineup, but it's the preseason, so no need for alarm. Early on, Utah struggled defensively, allowing the Breakers to stay hot from beyond the arc. The Jazz were a bit sluggish, and you could tell the team is still working on building cohesion, especially with so many young players on the floor. Despite the slow start, Lauri Markkanen showed up ready to go. He looked sharp, scoring 13 points, all in the first half, showcasing why he's one of the Jazz's key players this season. Colin Sexton and Keontae George also stood out early. George, in particular, looked much more comfortable on offense, dropping 11 points in the first half, including 2-3 from three-point range. As the first half wound down, the Jazz began to pick up the pace. They ended the second quarter on a high note, surging to a 63-47 lead. The Breakers, while solid, just didn't have the NBA-level talent to keep up, though 17-year-old prospect Kareem Lopez impressed with 13 points and 7 rebounds. Second half takeaways: the second half was all about Utah's youth. With the veterans stepping back, the Jazz let the young guys loose, and they didn't disappoint. Utah's young core dominated, and the Jazz cruised to a 116-87 victory. Here are a few standout moments and performances. Johnny Juzang. Johnny was on fire, leading the Jazz with 19 points, including a scorching 5-6 from 3. He made a strong case for a spot in the regular rotation. Bryce Sensabaugh, the rookie guard, looked every bit the scorer the Jazz hoped for, contributing 12 points on efficient shooting. Drew Eubanks, the off-season addition, brought energy and defensive intensity, blocking shots and energizing the crowd. His veteran presence will be valuable off the bench. Cody Williams. Cody had some highlight-worthy plays, including a two-handed dunk in the second quarter. He logged 29 minutes, the most on the team, and showed flashes of his potential as a key playmaker. Walker Kessler had a mixed performance. While he rebounded well and provided a solid defensive presence, his struggles near the basket and at the free throw line, 0-4, are still concerns. Going into his third season, he'll need to address these areas if he wants to take the next step in his development. Final thoughts. This was a fun first showing for the Utah Jazz, but there's still a lot of work to be done. The team is clearly in the process of building chemistry, especially with so many new faces and young players in the rotation. With their next game coming up soon, all eyes will remain on how this young Jazz squad evolves throughout the preseason. What do you think, Jazz Nation? Who impressed you the most in this preseason opener? Do you think the young core is ready to take a leap this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Your likes really help the channel grow and get recommended to more Jazz fans. Also, make sure to subscribe to Utah Jazz News for all the latest updates on your team throughout the season.